Troublesome people out there. There are troublesome people. Yeah, there are people that wake up, breathe, and exist to stir up trouble and confusion. And they want to involve you into it individually. You might say, hey, I don't want anything to do with all of your trouble, your confusion, your ugliness. And when you tell them that, they get mad at you. And then they hate you. They're like, hey, no, every time I bring trouble to you, you're supposed to play along. You're supposed to involve yourself in it, even though I'm targeting you for that trouble. That's how people are. And that's how their minds are messed up. This life isn't for everyone. Everyone can't handle this life and this existence because it's driving some people crazy, or it drives some crazier than others. Another thing with that trouble and confusion, when they stir it up and then they leave, they expect to come back at some point and get the same exact trouble stirred up. And they expect you to take part into it or take part in it just like before. And like I said, if you don't, and you say, hey, I don't want that person around me, why is that person coming around me? They get mad at you. That's their excuse to hate you. What about free will? What about your right to choose who to deal with and not to deal with? What about your right exclusively to choose not to involve yourself with troublemaking persons and people? What about that? We have something called rights here. Yeah, this isn't a dictatorship. This isn't a tyranny to that extent. I know some might say it's a dictatorship, but it's more shrouded in secrecy. Well, it's not a wide, out in the open dictatorship. And then, even if those were prominent political figures and wealthy persons that tried to involve you in their troublemaking, you still don't have to go along with it. But I'm talking about people with average, ordinary jobs staying in the same communities as you. They will bring your problems, or they will bring you problems by trying to make trouble in your life. And then when you say, hey, look, I had peace and quiet for X amount of time, so please stay away from me. I do not want to be bothered. Then all of a sudden it's an outcry. They hate your guts. And they're like, hey, this man, he doesn't want to put himself in a position to get affected by the trouble problematics that I'm trying to inflict upon him. Yeah, people are like that. It's demented, crazy people walking around with messed up minds. Hey, this is a drug society too. Remember that. So just about everybody is on some type of drug. Some people are on worst street drugs that you can imagine, but there are also people that are taking prescription pain medication and prescription medicine that's just as bad as the stuff you can get off the streets. Yeah, then they're going crazy and losing their minds, and then like they're distorting realities to what they want them to be, and they want to bring you into it. And with regard to that, those same people act like they hate you. They reveal that they hate you in front of the world. But then, like down the line, 7, 8 months later, they'll come right back to you, like smiling in your face, like nothing ain't happened, and they expect you to play along. That's what I'm saying. You can't deal with nobody that's evil and crazy like that. You can only leave them alone. And you would hope that they leave you alone. Yeah, it's crazy. You know that saying, don't start no S and it won't be no S? That's a true statement. I try to stick to myself, tend to my business, tend to my career, and worry about me and mine, as well as worrying about all of my interest in the whole world regarding serious issues and dilemmas that happen. At my best, I'll try to deal with those such problems because they should be done away with. With that being said, I do not have time to be bothered with crazy women that's trying to stir up trouble and confusion in my life for their own personal amusement. And those very women are not acting like strippers or porno stars. They're not acting, they're acting very asexual. Hey, I do not have time for that. I am too busy of a guy. I've been trying to tell those women that, but they refuse to get it through their heads. It might be because of all the drugs they're taking mixed with alcoholic beverages or something. Tell me something, folks, man. What's up? you know, it's plain and simple. Things you do, things you don't do. People you involve yourself with and people you shouldn't. Let me know what's happening with those comments, folks, for Detroit Miracle. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Peace out.